What up, people? Mike Steph here. I figured I'd give my couple of points, couple of thoughts, my salty thoughts on the recent batch of WWE releases that they do every single year, sometimes multiple times a year, but most often right after WrestleMania, and people act like it's a surprise every year. And I know this is going to come across as heartless, uncaring, callous, what have you. But every time I do one of these videos, every time I do one of these segments on WWE releases, I have to have the caveat of saying a lot of people who are crying their crocodile tears, doing special reports, doing special videos, special live streams, expressing their support and, really trying to galvanize the IWC community with people who lost their jobs. Trust me, I understand the way the economy is right now. Nobody wants to lose their job. Nobody wants to lose a steady stream of income. I get it. But the amount of reasons that people are saying, oh, I can't believe they did this person dirty. Oh my God, I can't believe they released this person. Oh my God, they didn't give this person the chance. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to go down the line with just a couple of people. The only person that I actually feel, it's funny like this, but the only person I actually feel kind of bad for at the timing of the release is Kairi Sane. And the reason I say that is because she was currently in the middle of a storyline and they just said, you know what, gone. But from what I read and what I heard from Ray Keller and the Pro Wrestling Torch is that creative knew these releases were coming and was told to pretty much tie up the storylines for these people that are getting released. And creative neglected to do that. So that's why we have no satisfying ending in the Kairi, Asuka and Io saga. So Io and Asuka are going to be feuding for someone that they're not going to be able to mention. Io and Asuka are going to be feuding over the freedom of somebody who's no longer there. Or are they going to drop that storyline too? I don't know. But that's one instance. The other instance is pure, strictly innuendo. Aleister Black was released. Do you know if he asked for his release? Do you know if he was released outright? And for all these people saying, oh, they dropped the ball with Aleister Black, and I can't believe they did that. Listen, I'm sorry. When you saw Aleister Black out there, was he getting rousing ovations? Was he getting a monster heel heat? Maybe, just maybe. And if this is the case, I applaud the man for standing on business, standing on his square. There's a rumor going out there that Selena Vega got released, and Alice is like, listen, y'all releasing my wife, yo, let me get released too. Because to me personally, from what I deem to think I know about what's going on with Aleister Black and Malachi Black and all that stuff and his dealings with AEW, he doesn't seem like the type to be like, well, he seems like the type to be like, listen, I really can take this or leave this. I could use the job. I get the bread, but listen, at the end of the day, look at my wife. I'm good money. She got her, she gonna have her stream on the side. I'm a frugal dude. I don't spend but so much money. I done caked up from AEW. I done caked up from WWE. I'm good. So if that's the case of why he was released, I get it. And salute that man. Alba Fyre. Really? We shedding tears over Alba Fyre? Think about it. She was in NXT UK for years, right? And she was, at the time, she was the longest reigning NXT UK women's champion. They dissolved that. She came over to NXT proper. She had the rivalry and then the teaming with Isla Dawn. They got called up to the main roster. They did nothing with them. They got the NXT. I mean, they got the women's tag team championship just based on the fact that they was actually in their hometown. They quickly lost them back, and then they continued to do nothing with them until they released Aladar, right? And I said it before, and I said it again. The only reason people was mad about seeing Aladar gone because they liked to see her leave. Imply from that what you will. Plentiful backside. You see, listen, I'm cut from a different cloth right now. Anyway, so they could have released Alba Fyre, but did they? No. They gave her chance number 3 or number 4. You know what? We're gonna put you with Chelsea Green, Heat Magnet herself, and Piper Niven, and we're gonna make you a Slajan. And while the act is over or was over, but that was specifically because of Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green is just over, period. Now, if that's what you call fumbling the ball, is not doing more with Chelsea Green and just pretty much slotting her and saying, like, listen, that's where she's at, that's where she's going to stay, or what have you. Her and Piper Niven have a chemistry. Piper Niven is hurt. Alba Fyre was really there to be the tag team component with Piper Niven, and then have Chelsea be the solo overall, the Slagans. Right? So, did I hear were they packing the arenas to the rafters for an Alba Fyre match? No, they weren't. When she came out, and this has nothing to do with her skill. When she came out and did a match, if Chelsea Green wasn't doing anything on the outside to create a reaction, ooh, ooh. And I'm not talking about Mockingbird. I'm talking about, in the Westerns where they give the shootout and you see nothing but tumbleweed. That's the reaction that Alba Fyre was getting. Now, the Wyatt Sicks, all of them, well, if you have nothing else to do with them, and the majority of them have either been in WWE before and brought back specifically for this, or have been in WWE consistently, and this is their 5th or 6th gimmick. The one person I do feel bad for is Bo, Taylor, Rotunda, Bray's brother, because I'm quite sure it was told to him they would allow him to do this gimmick as a tribute to his brother, try to give him some closure, try for him to give the vision or finish the vision that he knows his brother wanted to enact on the main roster. But they didn't. They didn't. They dropped the ball with the act, right? But everything else, like, it is what it is. Dexter Lewis, I think they released and brought back. Nikki Cross, this is her 5th gimmick. Joe Gacy, listen, he stayed in the system longer than a lot of people probably figured he was going to stay in the system. Eric Rowan came back as a tribute for Bray. And I think the act itself deserved better. But the act itself was not going to be something that was going to be consistent. The act itself was going to be something that you come and you go, and you got 5 people. You have to bring people up. It's not a lifetime. It's not a lifetime award. This is not like a lifetime appointment. People come, people go. So that I get. Like I said, Bo Dallas, Taylor Rotunda, Uncle Howdy, whatever you want to call him, I believe he deserved better. Maybe, or just maybe, they should have gave him a chance to do things on his own. I don't know. But once again, fans are fickle. The same ones crying in their tea. The same ones talking about, oh my God, I can't believe they did it. They broke my heart. Y'all don't be showing up. Toxic is or what? Fatal Influence premiered itself on SmackDown last night, right? Well, we're not recording this. SmackDown, right? They got heat. Now a lot of people are trying to say, oh, that's go away heat, that X-Pac heat. At this point in time, how can it be X-Pac heat if this is their debut on the roster? Do you really think all these people that was in the arena are in tune with what goes on in NXT to the point that they just don't want to see it? They don't want to see that in their face. We're not talking about the people that's watching at home. We're talking about the people in the arena at that time. All of them are not NXT diehards. Somehow, some way, they got heat. And guess what? That initial pop in the heel form, that's gonna carry them for at least a couple months. Lastly, because this is not going to be long. Lastly, what's going to be an excuse now? Because back in the days, it used to be, well, Vince liked me, but Jim Ross didn't want to keep me. Vince liked me, but Johnny Ace didn't want to keep me. Vince liked me, but it was that damn Bruce. Okay, so Triple H liked me, but he let me go. Triple H knew that they were going to. He fought for me. Listen, at the end of the day, he can fight for people he want to fight for. Zoey Stark, another instance. Did they release her while she was injured, while she was recovering from injury? Yes. Was she quote unquote cleared and they just decided not to bring her back? Yes, perhaps. But that's another instance. Great in-ring technician, mechanic, what have you. But when she comes out by herself, or when she came out, when she had that tag team with Shayna Baszler, woo, wah, 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 crickets. Maybe, you know what? I'm not going to get into that. Would she be a good addition to AEW if she chooses? Perhaps. We should go back to TNA? Perhaps. Who knows? A lot of these acts might go to TNA. It's not like we ever have released WWE acts not go to TNA because they have some type of agreement. Shoot, WWE is probably like, all right, you can take them and y'all foot the bill. And if we deem that they're worthy to be shown or given a spotlight, we'll bring them back. But that's under your budget, not under our budget. Yes, and coincidentally, it did come out that TKO is in full charge of creative. They had the final say. They don't normally use it, but they got the final say. So once again, Triple H. I really think Triple H got so much say, got so much sway. Either way, yeah, I want to get rid of this guy. He probably has more sway of getting rid of people than to keep people. When it comes on the margins. That's all I'll say. Like I said, it's heartless. It could be considered heartless, could be considered callous. But when I see shorts and when I see streams of Sean Ross Sapp and old girl that want to fight for or whatever, there's no shade to them, but like y'all act like this, y'all don't realize this is a business. If y'all ain't getting the revenue, y'all ain't getting the streams, y'all ain't getting the likes, y'all getting the views on your channel, guess what? Y'all gonna have to make cuts, right? If y'all don't get the subscriptions, y'all gonna have to make cuts, right? If you get a severe downturn and all of a sudden only 20 people are subscribing to your website and only 30 people are watching a stream or a video or interview or whatever, are y'all gonna have sour graps? Are y'all gonna have the hump? Are y'all gonna have all these post shows, post recap shows? No, you're not. No, you're not. So, yeah, that's my 15 minutes of fame. 15 minutes of fame. As you can tell, I'm still losing my voice, but it's slowly coming back. And please check out the interview I have currently streaming of Larry Anderson hyping up the IWA show that just passed and the IWA show that's coming in May. Extortion. See, I was about to say it. Check that out. Also, check out the video in which me and Larry Anderson are talking about the post-WrestleMania outcomes. And just check me out, period. Press like, subscribe, press that notification button so whenever I decide to drop, you will be the first ones to hear it. And I'm getting out of here. Scram. Bye.